Good morning, friends of the internet. We are back again with the Spintire modded version. We are looking at some different mods. Last episode, we tried out a couple small mods. We tried out a couple Jeeps that I really preferred. This time, we're going to try out a couple other things. So let's just jump right into this. First thing we need to do is pick our map, which is this one. We are going to change this. Last episode, we did this one and this one. We also did this Jeep and this Jeep that I really liked. I think this episode we are going to try. I would like to try this out, and then we will try this out. How about that? Let's do that again. That one and this one. Start a new game. Yes. All right, guys. So let's take a look here. So first things first, I think I would like to change truck. I'd like to try this one out first. We're going to take the Red Bull out. We got a fuel kit. Oh, we can add a fuel repair and fuel kit. Let's do that. Garage and toolbox. Sure, let's oh wait. Does that add a trailer to that? Oh, we don't want the trailer. We don't want a trailer to it. My bad. Let's see. We've got default wheels, or we've got chained wheels. Let's go default wheels for now, just because I want to test it, because I don't know if the other one has chained wheels or not. Let's go ahead and start this bad boy up. Looks like we're kind of low on fuel. Did I not take off this? Oh, yeah, it's not connected. Okay. So let's go ahead and take the brake off. Let's put the diffs in. Oh, brakes on. There we go. All right, so let's see what this thing can do. I imagine we won't go through the highest mud just yet. Let's take it out there and see how this thing just handles in normal conditions. Say we're out here, we're like going out and just checking the road. Let's see what it's like. So far, so good. Seems to handle pretty good. Oh, not good on the suspension, though. Little rough on that suspension. It's a little bouncy and probably could cause some damage if you dip the front end too much. You start bouncing along. But for the most part, seems to handle most of this pretty good. Here's a little bit of mud. Let's see what it's like in this. We'll just slow down and get it stuck a little bit. Not too bad. Oh, spinning a little bit. Kind of struggling a bit. Not too bad, though. Like, better than what I thought it was going to. Turn radius is a little difficult. But for the most part, it seems like it handles the situation fairly well. I feel like if we go over into that bigger mud section, I think it may get bogged down just because of the low profile of it. But for the most part, it seems to handle most of this fairly well. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. There, we got some fuel. There we go. Oh, a little top heavy there, though. So, surprisingly, not so bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I figured we were going to have a little bit more problems, but it seems to just motor along through this terrain fairly well. So I imagine, though, if we find ourselves getting into some like really tight corners, possibly trying to get up a hill. Oh, we found a deep spot there. Can I back out of this? Yeah, I don't think that's a situation I want to be in over there. That could be trouble for this thing, because you can see it's pretty top heavy. It's leaning pretty aggressively to this left side. There we go. Get it straightened back out of there. But for the most part, this thing motors along fairly well. I'm honestly quite surprised. It doesn't seem to really get bogged down too much. See how it does coming into this mud right here, though. It's still it still just motors along. Found that lower gear and crawled right out of it. So really, honestly, not too bad. So what we'll do is we'll run it back up here to the garage, and we'll put it through that heavy mud and see how it. Oh, well, it's still. Maybe it might have enough power just to push its way through that heavy mud. We'll find out. We'll find out once we get it back up here. So let's go ahead and see how it does up here. And then we'll grab that other truck and take it out and see how it fares. This one could just be the sheer weight that's maybe helping it power itself through. But like I said, I feel if we get it in this deep mud here, the weight is going to be bad for it. Let's find out. Oh, it's still. Oh, yep, there it goes. Oh, she's stuck. There's no getting out of that. That's truly stuck. So just as I predicted, I kind of felt like that would happen, just due to the fact that it's such a heavy duty rig. It's so big when it comes to being in this heavy mud like this. But, you know, it seems like it winches itself out fairly simple. Whoa. So not too bad. Not too bad. Like, I enjoy this one. I like the looks of it. You know, great graphics with the logos and everything on it. You know, handles well. It's got the driver inside. Overall, I would say 10 out of 10. I'm pleasantly surprised by this one, to be honest. You know, nice looking truck, handles well, it winched itself out. I didn't need to go get a rescue truck for it. Got some cool little add-ons on top that you can put on it. So overall, I like it. I definitely like it. So yeah, most definitely. Definitely recommend that one. So let's go ahead and grab this guy. This doesn't look like we got all the cool add-ons, but this is kind of an odd looking little truck. It's a little boxy, you know, but it doesn't look like it's quite as well put together. Like you can see that one looks like the Red Bull one looks like it's got some windows and some different compartments, and windows are kind of, you can see the decals, the Red Bull logos are kind of like on the thing. This one kind of feels like it's just really kind of boxy. Like I felt like they could probably did a little bit more with the body work on the back end of this, but who knows? You know, let's test it out. Let's see what we got. We have no add-ons. I would have liked to have been a couple, maybe a rack or something, which would have been kind of cool to put on it, but let's go ahead and see what this one does. Oh. Oh. Definitely meaty sounding, kind of loud. Actually very loud. Okay, let's just go right. Oh, this one's got some power though. Oh, let's get right in the mud and see what happens. Okay, same situation as the other one. Just that weight takes over and it gets stuck very, very easy. So you can see that is the problem you're going to face with some of these bigger rigs like this. They get stuck very, very easy, unfortunately. And very loud. Wow, this thing is very, very loud. So let's go ahead and hook this up and to there. Let's go ahead and crank that back like this. See if we can kind of get this like locked out this way here a little bit. We'll knock this off. So mud is definitely, you got to be careful on both of these trucks. Boy, it's very loud though. Wow, I don't know if I could play a whole session with this thing. But for the water, for this, oh, I kind of feel like the Jeep that we did last episode, like one truck is kind of motors along fairly good. Look at this thing. Like I got to keep getting out of throttle because it's got a lot of power. Look how fast this thing's going. Oh my Lord. So I do like the fact that it does kind of have this power to kind of get going. But like I said, it kind of falls just like the Red Bull truck. It once it gets into that heavy mud, it kind of slows way down and gets bogged down by its weight and its low profile. But I do like the power of this one. This one has a lot of power, a lot of speed, which could get you in trouble if you're not careful with it because, you know, start bouncing around like this and, take a shot like that and bounce right into a mud hole. But for the most part, not bad. Not bad at all. I definitely like it. So, you know, if I could say anything about this one, I would probably say I would like the engine volume to be a little less or a little more subtle, a little loud, but for the horsepower, maneuverability, God, it seems good. Seems really good. It seems like it's got the power to like really get through some stuff. And I think probably if you found yourself stuck in it, it would be like both of them. You know, both of them seem like they can pull themselves out fairly simple. Where I know there's some of these trucks that you just cannot get out of. You cannot get yourself out of a situation unless you actually have a truck come rescue you. But I feel like if I got in a situation with either one of these trucks, I could get out of it fairly simple. But yeah, for the most part, plows through this water. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I like both of them. I think I would recommend both of these. Like I said, I wish this one was not quite as loud. That would be nice. Shut that off. Woo! Now we can think. But for the most part, I like both of them. I got both of them stuck in the heavy mud and was able to pull themselves out without needing a rescue truck. So I think for the most part, I'd recommend both of these. Great mods. I like. I have nothing bad to say about them. Little noisy on this one, but for the most part, love the power on it. I enjoy the balanced power on the Red Bull truck. It seems a little more balanced. Engine noise a little more balanced. I like there's some options you can add to it. It handled pretty much everything we threw at it except the one time we got stuck in the heavy mud. So, but with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into a couple more here real quick. Let's pick our map. I think this time, let's try these two. We got a 6-wheel and we got this hammer. Yeah, let's try both of these. Let's go this one and this 6-wheel. Okay. There we go. All right. Pretty oddball looking tires on this one here. We still got to add a body apparently on that one. Let's look. We got a carriage trailer, garage trailer, utility. So we can add some tools and some fuel. So we'll add those on. We got the default tires. We got some off-road wheels. Oh, those are kind of cool looking. Oh, even better. Oh, there you go. I think I like these the best, though. Those look the best. Let's go ahead and start it up. Oh, kind of a diesel engine. Let's turn that off. Are those? Oh, they didn't get these modeled out really well. They don't have these colored or anything. That's kind of a disappointment. Such a beautiful looking truck with the camouflage and the tires, but the cans and stuff are not skinned yet. That's too bad. That would look really nice if those were skinned, but that's kind of a disappointment. All right, let's take this one out and see what we can do here. We're going to take it right into the mud. Let's see how it does. We're going to slow down, get it good and stuck in there. And oh, yeah, it fell right in there. Oh, it motors through nice. Nice. Yes, I like how that handles. It allowed it to really get sucked down in there, and then it just motored its way out. Definitely nice. I like it. I like the sound with this diesel. The diesel sound and engine is not too loud. Oh, yeah. I like that. Nice sound. Nice sound to this one. Let's see. Let's slow it down. Get it in the mud a little bit. Beautiful. Seems to handle the water well. Yeah, this kind of feels like almost like the Jeep we tested last episode. It doesn't seem like a lot is really going to slow it down. But, I mean, come on. It's a Hummer. What do you expect? You know? I wish those gas cans would have been skinned, though. Those would have looked nice with some red jerry cans up there. And a beautiful model. Other than that, beautiful model. Oh, yeah, this thing just motors over the rocks, everything. Let's grab some fuel since we're here. There we go. Yeah, so not bad. I definitely like this one. This would be on my top faves list. This is one that I think I'll hold on to and play around with. This might be a fun little trail blazer to do, to just run around and do some off-roading. You know, it seems like it handles well. Let's see how it handles this hill here. Oh, if those rocks weren't there, we could probably almost have enough momentum to get up there. Yeah, most definitely on my, this will stay on my favorites list. I like this. I definitely like this truck. But who can't be satisfied with a camouflaged Hummer with racks and big wheels and tires? Come on now. We just had a gun on top of it, you know, a little like Gatling gun, you know, a little guy sticking out through the hood, shooting all the wildlife as we was like traveling through. The true hunting rig here. Let's take it back through the mud again. I'd like to slow it down a little bit and see if we can get a little stuck here a little bit. I'm just going to kind of get it in there and get it hung up a bit. Oh, yeah, we got down in there pretty good. And that's just full throttle, and it just climbs out. Nice, nice. Definitely like that model. Definitely. Love it. Absolutely love it. Beautiful. Yes, I'm gonna end up keeping that one. That's for sure. Let's see. Let's jump into this other truck here. Okay, so it looks like this one. I was kind of struggling when I downloaded this mod because I didn't realize it didn't have the body on it. So when I saw just the chassis, I wasn't putting two and two together that it was the one that I downloaded. So if you do download this, this is what you're going to basically see in the screen, in the mod itself. You're going to see this. So this is where you have to come along and actually pick what body you want on it. So you can go with a white body. You can go with a yellow body, or you can go with a red body. So I think I'm just going to go a yellow one. So you can see that this is what it actually looks like. And that's what it looks like in the mod pack section, but it doesn't look like that in your list. So that's why I said you got to be very careful of that. So trailer cistern. Okay, so here's all the carriages, log trailer. So there's all this. It'll do pretty much everything that needs to be done in game. So that's where this one is a little practical, because you can actually go in game and still be able to play well. Oh, looks like a trailer camper. Cool. All right, so I'm going to leave those off for now. We got the current default tires. We got a highway star. Oh, those are kind of sweet looking. Probably not going to be good out here for us. Let's go these. Oh, that looks pretty good. And let's go these. Same thing. So we got a lot of highway tires. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep these tires on for now. Let's go ahead and jump into this thing and see what it does. Make sure the brake is up. Well, not what I was expecting to hear for engine noise. Definitely not what I was expecting for engine noise. Yeah, kind of different there for engine noise, but okay. So let's take it right into the mud and see what it does. Let's see if it'll power its way through here. I'm going to slow way down. Get it to fall down into this mud a bit. Oh. Oh, it. Oh. It definitely struggles a bit. So I kind of felt like this one would handle this situation better than what it's handling it, just due to the fact that it is 6-wheel drive. It is pretty short wheelbase. I'm really kind of surprised that it didn't handle that a little bit better, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm really surprised that it's not handling that a little bit better situation than that. Let's go ahead and hook this up to here. Let's go ahead and turn that wheel a bit this way, and we'll start to winch this out a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and click this off, and we'll try to drive out this way. Now, this is the other thing that I am noticing with these models. If you actually notice the driver as he shifts gears, see how he shifts gears? He's used to being on the other side of the vehicle. So when he's on this side of the vehicle and he's shifting gears in the door. That's kind of a disappointment. It seems like it spends a lot of time in the automatic of shifting the gears. I don't feel like there's a lot of play in between gear shifts. But it seems to motor along here fairly well. I kind of felt like it would handle the mud situation a little bit better. But it didn't, and I'm kind of shocked by that. But for the most part, like, not too bad. Slow down here and put it in a mud situation again. It goes, but I think what it is, the diff is like dragging, and it's getting caught up on the diff. Because for the most part, it's fairly high, and there's not a lot of stuff but the diffs underneath. Can be the only thing I think that's really like slowing it down. Because you can see, compared to the Jeep that we did last episode, I figured this Land Cruiser would have been a little more along the scopes of it, where it actually plowed through a little bit easier. I mean, it is a Land Cruiser. For sakes, I mean, like, come on. It should just be able to just rip through some stuff. It was built for off-road. I don't know. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I mean, it's a nice looking model. The sound coming out of it being like it's a diesel, though, kind of throws me off. I mean, I do like the looks of it. I do like how it handles, and, you know, it seems like it's got some decent suspension and whatnot. I do like the fact that you can do all of the necessary things with the game as far as like getting lumber and stuff like that and opening up garage slots. So I think that's good. I'll be honest, I'm on the fence about this one. I really am. This is kind of one that I had higher hopes for. Let's put it that way. But the Hummer, most definitely. Like I said, the only thing I can really critique about the Hummer is just the jerry cans aren't really skinned up. I don't like the fact that the Toyota has the guy that's shifting with his right hand, because the model for this game is built with vehicles on the left-hand side. So to see him shifting outside of the door, that's kind of a distraction. I kind of felt like it wasn't quite as strong as it could be in the mud. It seems to get stuck fairly easy for its ground clearance. I mean, you can see it sets about the same height as the Hummer. So I think I would have to give it to the Hummer on this round. Most definitely, it's not going anywhere. This one I might have to do some more testing on, maybe take out a log rack and stuff with it, see how it handles some of the hills and stuff. Had some pretty good marks and reviews, so I'll give it a chance. I'll definitely give it a chance. But if you want to pick either one of these up, you can check them in the Steam Workshop. Like I said, they both seem to operate fairly decently. The Hummer outperformed a little bit, but for the most part, I'm okay with both of them. So with that being said, guys, I got to end this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. That way you know when we're posting new YouTube content and when we're live streaming. If you haven't checked us out on Twitch or YouTube Gaming, come hang out, be part of the audience. If you're new to those channels, smash those follow buttons. So until next time, guys, we'll see all your faces later. Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you enjoyed that video, hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe for future videos.